0 iPhone step file.
Okay, I was going to use menu log to get Hungry Jacks, but I've decided that because my Quest barcode scanner works better for me now, I can oh, what's that? Let me clean up the cupboard. Oh, I feel sick today, really. Got a bit of it's like having a flu, I think. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like spewing, and that is like having a bit of a flu, you know. You start to feel sick and then you get better, so you think, oh yeah, you know, I'm improving, and then next day all of a sudden you're sick. Now, I listened to a video yesterday, and actually, I'm going to turn on my barcode scanner. So, I've listened, what's that? Oh, hang on. I listened to a video yesterday. In fact, I'm going to put it into the description when I'm going to put into the description when I upload this recording.
8 gigabyte card. Battery 95%.
Stuff all over the bench. I didn't think there was.
Buddy mode.
Dead ants or something. They're about to be cleaned up. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to get rid of it. It's gone in a minute. I'm going to cut this onion as well. Cut the thing up. Oh shit! I forgot about my fucking sandwich maker in the cupboard. Oh, I forgot the fucking thing. Damn. Wanted to use that to make baked beans and cheese on bloody toast. Oh, shit! Forgot the fucking thing. Oh, well, I have two options. I can use the microwave to make bacon, beans and cheese, or
Product Heinz baked beans and cheesy tomato sauce 300g.
There you go.
Package size 300 gram.
What else have we got here? I don't want to put that away, actually. What else have we got there? This, I need to use up some of this shit now that I've got my barcode scanner working.
Product Mastifford's recipe-based curried sausage is 175g.
Oh, okay. Alright. Curried sausages. I'm going to make curried sausages later. Put that just wherever I can. What's this one say?
Nothing to erase.
Yes. It doesn't say much. Tell me what it is.
Product Donuts shaped nacho cheese 160
Oh, good.
grams.
I can have those later as well.
Division.
Right.
Biscuits cookie.
So,
Press the power button again to power down. Press button to cancel. Powering down.
I was going to have takeaway, and I thought, no, I can use my talking barcode scanner now to tell me what I've got, so I can use foods from my unit to make a meal. Now, I have two options. I can have baked beans on toast with cheese melted on top, or I can get my sandwich maker out and make actual toasties. I could do either. And someone needs to get me a new brain. I buy cold meat to put in the fridge, and do I remember to get the sandwich maker out to make actual toasties? No. I could be making ham, cheese and tomato toasties, baked beans and cheese toasties. You know, I can always do that. Do I manage? No. So, I'm going to do that now. just because I can. We're going to get out a breadboard. Where is the breadboard, by the way? I need to get that. Getting out of the road. The tap got turned on. Whoops! Oh dear. I think I might be making toasties today. Let me check something. I reckon I'll be making toasties. Because I like toasties, especially when I'm sick. And why do I need to buy Hungry Jacks when I can make toasted sandwiches here? You know, like why? Just how come? Seriously. I can use the bread to and I don't have to use the microwave. I
Recorder HQ.
use
Heading.
the microwave anytime I like. Don't have to use the microwave, it's up to me. But now I know the microwave doesn't have ionising radiation, I can just use it. Oh, you know, I meant to be putting the sandwich maker up there since I like my sandwich maker so much. Sure, but I do like it, so I'm going to start using it. So, let me get it out. I don't even use this food processor anymore. Don't even use it. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, the blade came out. Oh no, the blade came out. Oh no! The blade came out. Fuck. The blade came out. Oh no. Pretty shocking. The blade came out. Now I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding too much. Again. I like my little sandwich press. Oh, ow. That blade cut my fucking fingers. Ouch. Food processing blade. Ow. I need to get rid of that. I don't think it's worth having. I don't even use the bloody thing. Lucky I didn't cut my fingers too much. But yeah. That was just by accidentally touching the blade. Ooh. God. Fucking Jesus. It'll be right though. I don't want that food processor anymore. It's no good. I don't want it. I'd keep the blender jug, I'd keep the blender part, but not the food processing apparatus. You know, it's no good. It doesn't work. It's no good at all. blade hurts. I'm going to get rid of it. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's not good. You know, wash your hands really well and everything with soap, and I don't want that thing. I don't want it. I have to get rid of it. It's no good. Not good at all. Anyway, it's out of the cupboard now. Like it. God. That blade could be so flying fucking dangerous. But yeah, it is very dangerous. Oh, you get very severely injured on those. Oh. Oh my God. Can't do the dishes because I've got a cut in my finger. So I'm just going to leave everything there and I will do food later. I'm not really hungry anyway. I'm just thirsty and I don't feel well, and you know, I have pain and not good. So not pain as in ladies' pain, I'm just not well at all. Not feeling too good at all today. So I'm just gonna get a drink, and I don't want to eat anything, but I will drink. I'm not gonna eat. I'm not really up to eating. Not up to eating anything today. I'm not feeling very good. So, yeah, going back to lie down. The reason I don't want Hungry Jack's is because I know I can use my sandwich maker and I can, I've got a really snively nose.
Pause. -3110299 dB.
I've got a very snively nose and snivelly nose, sorry, and I'm just not good.
Pause. Button.
I wanted to eat, but now I have a sore finger and it's like a thin cut where if you try to put your fingers in detergent and water, it can come open. Like, it's not bad, but it's not good either. So I'm going to get rid of the food processor because, I mean, it's no good. It's just dangerous. I don't like it. I'll keep it for now, but yeah, I'm going to have to, get it all out and just keep the blender section of it. Because the blender is good, you can use the blender to make smoothies and that, so I won't get rid of the whole lot. I'll just get rid of the blades section of it and just keep the blender jug, because the blending jug is fine. There's nothing wrong with the blender jug, it's the other blades that are wrong. So I'm going to wait for, an hour before I get a meal, because I'm not feeling very up to eating.
YouTube, now, red circle, watch live now, Christ in prophecy, Kelly Shackelford, conference, YouTube, now, clear, settings, dimmed. Pause, button.
Anyway, that's just how it is. Yeah. There's a few things here that I don't use either. I don't use the ice machine that I bought. I think it's a waste of time having one. And I don't use the food processor that I bought except to use it for the blender. So, yeah. I don't know. And I can feel my voice is a bit like I've got a cold or something today, which is not good. It's horrible. So really, all the flu vaccine's for is to stop you from dying of the flu. It's not to stop you from getting other sicknesses. It's just to stop you from dying of flu.
WordPress, now, Rachel noted, WordPress, now, Recorder HQ, minus, pause, button.
The other thing I wanted to say while I'm remembering is, I've got a private WordPress blog. So the address is www.mdj85, so M for Mike, D for dog, and J for Justin. MDJ85, and they're the numbers 85. Now don't put any spaces or capital letters or anything, just type in lowercase and one word. It's www.mdj85.wordpress.com. Now it'll tell you that it's a protected blog and you need to log into WordPress, and you need to send me an approval invite, which I have to accept in order for you to read my blogs. There is obviously a decline button for people who say they get a blog follower request. It's like following someone on a protected Twitter timeline. You have to accept or decline requests, right? So my blog's protected, so now I have to accept or decline requests now. So if anybody wants to read my blog, unless there's someone I can't trust, I will accept their approval request. And you just click on an accept button, and all it means is that I'm allowing you to see my blog. Because if I decline a request like any other social media websites, you just won't get in. That's all, really. So yeah, log into wordpress.com, type in mdj85.wordpress.com. It'll tell you to log in anyway, so log in, and then click on, I don't know what the request page tells you, but it will probably say something around, like send an invite to the owner or whatever it says. So, or like send a friend request or whatever it reckons, and then I'll receive a request to let me I mean, I'll receive a request asking me to let you view my blog, in which case I'll say, accept or approve or whatever the button is. So yeah, just letting people know all of that. Oh, my finger's starting to feel a bit better. I just don't want to hurt myself anymore, but I reckon I'm starting to feel a little bit better with my finger. I'm not feeling very well, but I'm feeling reasonably okay. So yeah, I just feel sick because of whatever bug thing that was starting to go away, but then it came back at me. So I think it's now full-blown stomach / cold, head cold thing. It starts off being a really bad headache and body aches. And then the next day as you rest, you start to feel like you might be getting better. But then the day after that, it really catches up with you and you're like, oh my God. Oh. Now, I was going to get Hungry Jack's from Menulog, but then I thought, hey, I have the microwave. I used to think it would cause cancer, so I didn't use it. Well, now I know there's nothing wrong with using the microwave, provided you use it the way the instructions tell you. Don't overheat things. Don't heat things, so that it's left cold in the middle. Heat something, and if the instructions tell you to stir that particular recipe, stir it. If it tells you to just leave it till it's heated, leave it till it's heated. If it tells you to make small portions that can be heated up in one sitting without having to take it out of the microwave, then make small portions of a meal that you only need to put in the microwave once in order to heat it properly without having to keep getting it out. And so long as you don't burn yourself when you're taking stuff out of the microwave, it's fine. So yeah, and I found out that microwave radiation does burn people, but it doesn't cause cancer if you use the microwave every single day of the year. So there's nothing wrong with the microwave. So now I have the option of using a sandwich press if I want toasted sandwiches, or if I just want open grilled sandwiches where you have the one piece of bread and you stack things onto it and then you melt the cheese on top. So it's like a grill stack rather than an actual sandwich. I have my options set out now. I can do a microwave sandwich stack, or I can do an actual toasty made on the sandwich press. I can choose what I want now. And I'm very happy. So I'm going to wait for a while till I feel a bit better, and then I'm going to get up and make sandwiches. And I've got all day to rest, so if it takes me, an hour just to eat 2 sandwiches, that's what it takes. And I was going to order Hungry Jack's today, but I thought, no, that can be my reward on Monday afternoon for going to the eye hospital, getting an eye check, and then I come home and my reward is Hungry Jack's, so that I'm not having those takeaway meals all the time. It's only a treat. It's not all the time. And so tonight I can just have I hope my bloody frozen meals cooked properly. I really do. I hope they cooked properly. And last night I checked on the internet. There's a video.
Twitter, now.
There's a video
Speech off.
that I found, and the way they reckon that you microwave a meal properly without burning it is to nuke it for 5 to 8 minutes on defrost, and then cook it for 3 to 5 minutes in the microwave. And I thought, oh, I've never done that before. So I'm going to try that with one of my frozen meals. I hope to God it's frozen properly. I really do. Because, you know, they say you're meant to wait for a meal to be at room temperature before you put it into the freezer. And I thought, well, the containers are fairly hot, so I waited for at least 20 minutes for them to cool off. And I mean, you don't want to leave meals out for more than 90 minutes because, you know, they can start to go off at that stage. After 90 minutes, they start to become unsafe. So like an hour and a half at the most. But I like to leave meals out for at least 40 minutes just to be sure that they're okay. But then the containers are still quite warm. So I'm wondering if room temperature means that the containers are warm or if it literally means that they're cold. Because I don't want to wait till a meal is physically cold where there's no heat left in it and then freeze it, because that means it's been left out for too long. You know, it's meant to have some warmth in it still. It's meant to have some warmth. But then again, if it's too hot in the freezer, it can take too long to get cold too. So I don't know what to think, to be honest. I don't know. I really have no idea. Wouldn't have the faintest idea. So, yeah. Well, I'm not deteriorating just sitting here. I'm not deteriorating at all. So maybe my finger is starting to feel a bit better. It's going to take a while for it to heal because of the way the blade of the food processor didn't totally cut into my skin. It just sort of cut across the skin to make like a paper gash thing. Like a paper cut, but it's longer. Or a little bit longer. So it's going to take a bit to fix that, which I find very sad because, you know, that food processor is really dangerous. You know, now I know how dangerous it is. I'll just be keeping the blender section for making smoothies and that. And my pool chopper can be used for everything else. You know, I think a manual food processor is a little bit dangerous, but not nearly as bad as having an electric one. Because those blades are like really hard to clean without hurting yourself. Anyway, what can I say? Well, I'm going to get going, and I don't think I'll be walking around today. I think I'm not too good. I'm not like very bad. I'm just not completely well. So I think I'll come back when I'm ready to do the toasted sandwiches. I'll do that. But yeah, I really don't know. I'm just gonna make a few sandwiches and see how I go. But yeah, I'll do that when I feel up to making them, which will be soon. And I've got a lot of dishes to put away. I've got a lot of dishes to do as well. But yeah, I'll probably end up setting up the dishwater and doing dishes and all that stuff soon. I'll do that after I eat, I think, because I need to concentrate on eating and drinking and that. Because if I don't, I'm going to end up doing what I did in 2017 and getting an IV drip for 12 hours, which will be a bit scary. Anyway, I think I'll be right.
Speech. Pause. Stop.
I'll be back to do a recording soon.